The BJP-led National Democratic Alliance, in fact, has stepped up into a new controversy after the government revised the GDP growth data during the UPA regime.
Now, the new growth data released by the Central Statistics Office shows that the economy grew at 8.5% between 2010 and 2011 and not the earlier figure of 10.3% that the UPA government had then reported. Now, in fact, the new data shows a lower growth rate for a majority of the 10 years of the UPA regime.
The government's logic behind the move is that the data has been recalibrated to reflect a more appropriate picture of the economy. The GDP growth rates of financial year 2006 to 2012 have been revised using the new back series data.
The GDP debate is back this election season, and this all thanks to Niti Aayog as well as CSO. Remember, it was back in August. There was a report that was put out by Sudipto Mundle that had said that under the UPA regime, we saw growth rates of close to 10%. And that report was lapped up by the entire political class. In fact, BJP and the Congress party, they were at loggerheads with the former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram even claiming that India saw growth rates of over 10% only under the UPA regime. And thereafter, Niti Aayog and CSO have been working with a new methodology for the back series data, which the government has been promising for a very long time. Now, there are significant changes in the new methodology, especially for the services sector that now, under the new methodology sees sales tax as a parameter being taken. Similarly, in the telecom sector, instead of subscriber base, the new parameter that the methodology looks at is minutes that were spent. But having said that, what it really takes us is the kind of number it shows during 2007 and 2011. From 2007, from a growth rate of 7.7%, we kind of fell in 2008 to a 3.1% due to the global financial crisis, and then 7.9% in 2009 and 8.5% in 2010, which takes us to the next big thing, which is the average growth rate between the UPA and the NDA. The average growth rate under UPA government was about 6.7%, and under the NDA government is about 7.3%. And this is going to be the flashpoint between the government and the opposition in this election season. But having said that, we've been speaking to a lot of experts, and they say that they will take heart from the fact that at least the growth curve that they are seeing with this new series data is almost similar to the one that we saw earlier as well, which goes on to show that at least from the policymakers' perspective, they were on the right track with respect to the measures that they took for the economy.
There's nothing political about it at all. In fact, just to let you know, this data was available to us about a month ago, but we wanted to get through, we wanted to make sure that of its veracity, of its credibility, of its rigor, so that we held two round tables in Niti Aayog with the top statisticians of the country, 10 of them, representatives also from the Reserve Bank of India and the Prime Minister's Economic Council. So we held back the data. We could have released it, a month ago, but no, we didn't. Because we wanted to, as I said, be completely sure of its methodology, its data coverage, etc. And I wanted to assure you that the data that you have now in front of you is in line with, is in sync with UN System of National Accounts 2008, while the earlier one was, the earlier series based on 2004-05 prices was only based on 93-94 SNA. You have a far better coverage of the economy. You have a much larger data set. You have a methodology which is far superior. So I think you should welcome it, and please don't politicize this as we tend to do with everything that we have before us.